Welcome traders to yet another mentorship success video. In today's video, I have been joined by Mr. Dhairya Kamdar. Mr. Dhairya Kamdar, welcome to the video.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Mr. Dhairya is basically a businessman. He's into construction business and also into business of automobile spare parts. Now, he has managed to generate a return of around 3,75,000 after doing the workshop. But this particular video is not just an information video that he has made profits after doing my workshop, but we will both try to share few nuggets to other traders, to aspiring traders who want to join the market and possibly become a full-time trader in their trading career. All right. So first of all, Dhairya bhai, congratulations on generating 3,75,000 profit.
Thank you so much, Vishal bhai.
Okay. So my first question to you will be that when exactly did you start your trading or your investing career?
I think I'm into the market for about 7 years from now.
All right.
Those were the days when we often used to hear that we have been hearing from someone that we have got a tip, we have got an insider tip that this particular stock is going to run, is going to be very bullish. So that was my initial first days of investing in the market, without any technicals, without any fundamentals, without knowing, even having 1% of the knowledge of the market. I used to invest.
Okay.
And from 7 years from now, I would rather say that in those days, I did not know which stock is good, which stock is bad. I would just blindly follow. Even if I would have known you as a friend, and if you would have told me that, Dhairya bhai, I have a tip, you can trade particularly on this stock, I would have done it.
Okay.
Without thinking any pros and cons.
Okay.
7 years from now.
So how was your experience basically investing by that particular formula, like just by buying by tips from your friends, neighbors, or basically some other expert? How was your overall experience? Can you please share with my viewers?
Yeah. It happened all of this way, that after, particularly trading into certain stocks, there were a stock or two in which I was having a very good profit. I can rather say that the stock moved from nearly 3 to 4 times. And if I'm not mistaken,
that's great.
I'm sorry. I think it was Oriental Carbon and Chemicals. I particularly know this stock very well because I was very much attached to that stock. I had bought it around 350 rupees, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
It went up till about 1300 rupees.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah. So the stock was really booming, and I still did not book the profit. I was still, I was asking my friend that, what do you think about this stock? And he would say that, are you in need of money? I would say no. Okay. So he said, then why do you want to just book the profit? This stock is going to go up till 2500 rupees. So I did not book the profit.
All right.
Ultimately, what happened when the market was coming down eventually, or when it was trading sideways, the stock gradually fell down.
Okay.
Even though it was falling down, I did not care about it. I did not book it. So that stock went from 1300 to 700 rupees.
Okay.
So you can imagine the size of percentage, how much it dipped. It was a nosedive.
I understand. Correct. It was a falling knife, basically.
Yes, it was a falling knife. And still, one of my friend who had given me this review was like, if you want to buy at this price.
Okay.
So I'm sure many people around the globe who are non-technical like me, which I was earlier, they would have done the same thing which I would have done. I would have average. This is the term that we have been oftenly using. That
Correct.
The stock.
Correct.
But if it is a nosedive, if it is a falling knife, then there is no point of average. I did not book it.
Okay.
I booked it definitely, but at around 600 rupees.
All right.
So I was getting 1000 rupees, and then I ended up ending just 300 rupees per share.
So in a short statement, it means your overall experience, not this one stock, but your overall experience by investing into the markets. I'm not talking about the word investing, but investing via tips from other people or from your relatives, your friends, or whoever may be that person. It did not work out for you, basically. Correct? All right. So my friends, this is the first learning lesson over here, because generally in my mentorship videos, I try to share a few things which will be surely helpful for you, because I have seen mostly all the newcomers who are in the market, they have no clue. And generally when we start a new business, any business. If suppose if you want to open a like automobile spare part business, like you will need to have first of all the material which you want to sell. You will need people working for you. You will need a shop. You will need many new things, correct? So all these things have a cost and you take time to build the business. In stock market, what happens? You need an account, you need papers to open the account, and you need money. Once the money is in, you just press buttons and you buy and sell. And people feel that it is that easy, that once you start trading with your own knowledge, which you do not have, you think that you have it, but you do not have it as of now, and you'll be able to make money. So that is something which will always backfire for everyone. All right. And probably all of us have been there. Even I have been there way back in 2006 when I started my career, by the way. So basically, one more thing now, which I would like to explain here is, it's not about that I'm against buy and hold or I'm against investing or something, but I always believe that if you buy something, if I'm buying something in the stock market, I'm buying to make a profit. I'm not buying it to marry that particular stock or I'm attached to that particular stock. I'm buying to generate money. I'm in the market to make profits. So if the stock, until and unless it is running up, I have no issues, I will hold it. But the moment it starts falling and it goes below my stop loss level, which is the crucial level, if it goes below that, I will totally exit from that stock and possibly I'll jump on to some other stock. So this is what people, new traders, do not employ in their trading. And what happens is ultimately you start losing money. And always remember that your exits are important than your entries. Now, after this experience, Dhairya bhai, how did you join? What was the thought process that came into your mind that you joined my workshop?
Okay, after that, I had an perception in my mind that stock market will never give me money.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a market where nobody will earn, and I think majority of the society thinks in that aspect as well, that it doesn't give you money. So I have one of my friend Kalpesh Bhai Doshi, who is also your student, Vishal Bhai. He's into our group. He's a very dear friend of mine.
Correct.
So I had been discussing with him that, I made loss with my profit and I did not get good money. And so at that point of time, he had already taken your workshop and he was doing pretty well. So he insisted me on taking your workshop and he asked me to give you a call and, take this into one level further.
Okay.
So for 3-4 times, he insisted that, Dhairya bhai, why don't you talk to Vishal bhai? And after insisting of 3-4 times, I came upon to you and I gave you a call that I have been given you, Kalpesh bhai has referred you to me and I would like to join your workshop.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, my friends, Kalpesh Doshi, I think all of you know that in my previous mentorship success video, I had shot a video with Mr. Kalpesh Doshi. He generated a profit of recently 17 lakh rupees, and I have shared that particular video in the mentorship success playlist also. I'll just drop a link above. You can click on that particular link and you can go through that video also. Now, Dhairya bhai, after you joined my workshop, I'm talking about the immediate effect, like in next 2-3 months, what happened with you once you joined the workshop?
Yeah. So after I took your workshop for 2 days, you had told me that mentorship sessions are very much important to be a successful trader because you have n number of queries coming up, and mentorship is something where you can put your queries forward and you can have the answers for the same. But for some of the other reason, for first 3-4 months, I was not able to attend your mentorship sessions.
All right.
I was also asked by my friend Kalpesh bhai, but there was something or the other that unfortunately I couldn't attend your mentorship sessions.
Correct.
And then I again give you a call after some time that, Vishal bhai, I have done your workshop, but I could not attend the sessions. And now I would like to be very much active on it. And I have few doubts which you can solve it over the phone. But it was you who insisted again that it would rather be helpful if I can put forth these queries onto the platform of mentorship session, because
Correct.
you are sharing the charts, you are sharing the technicals. I had understood the system. Basically, I knew when to buy, when to sell, but there were so many other doubts which I had in my mind, and
Small queries always arise. I understand.
yes, and those were the queries for which particularly you told me that it is better I take this topic onto the mentorship session.
Correct.
Where you can explain it to me on the basis of charts.
Correct. So basically, my friends, this is what I try to emphasize in each of my mentorship success videos, that people think that once you do the workshop, you have the trading system. Obviously, my trading systems are extremely easy to understand. Possibly a person would understand within, say, 1 day or something, or maybe in a very short while also, depending on the person's capacity. But what I feel is understanding something and the ability to do it is a different thing. So we generally have mentorship sessions after doing the workshop, and these mentorship sessions are going to be held for lifetime. I try to connect with my students twice every month, on possibly a weekend on a Friday, and it's generally around 9:30 to 11 or 9 to 10:30 p.m., where I try to share my live analysis. And apart from analysis, what I do is generally I answer around 40 to 50 queries which come up from my students. It could be related to trading psychology. It could be possibly related to risk management. It could be possibly a student sharing his profit making trade in that particular session. It could be a loss making trade where he could have done some silly mistake, or it could have been a person who recently joined the workshop and small doubts could be lingering in his mind. So people can come up, interact with me, and whenever you interact with your mentor, obviously it's going to motivate you and it will keep you on the track of success.
Right.
Now, once you started joining the mentorship sessions, like after you told that 3 months you did not join and then you joined the mentorship session, then how did it help you? Did you start trading after that, or what happened?
Yeah, particularly after attending 3 to 4 mentorship sessions. In those 3 to 4 sessions, I was only taking paper trades.
Okay.
I did not trade it physically or financially. But after that, I first started trading with your positional system, which you had taught us.
Okay.
And positional system I started, and fortunately the trades started coming up in a good manner.
All right.
I started to deploy with a very small amount of capital.
Okay.
And fortunately, touch wood, the results were coming up good. And within a course of time, I had deployed quite a big amount of money in my positional trades.
Okay.
Till then, I was still yet a bit further away from options. I had known the system, but I was first just being confident on myself that I'm able to trade with the system.
Okay. Okay.
So positional trade I started, and it was in the time of when we had the impact of COVID in India.
All right.
My positional results were giving me good profits. I had not yet booked it because it was very much far to my cost price.
Okay.
I was just waiting. If there is an exit, then I will have to sell it. The exit came into the system before the COVID impacted all the global markets.
Okay, it came much before. Okay, fine.
Yeah, the system had given me an exit signal much before there was a big crash in our stock market.
All right.
So it was an indicator to me that I had to book my trade. I had to square it off, whether it may be a profit, whether it may be a loss.
Okay.
But I made a mistake that I did not even book at that point of time.
Okay.
I was again getting a bit emotional. I was lagging for it that, this trade is working and there's nothing like COVID and blah, blah, all those things running in my mind.
Okay.
The system had given me far more earlier signals in my losses booking.
Okay. Had you made any money with that system when you started trading?
Yes. Yes, I made money. I had, I think around 1,90,000 to 2,10,000. There was an estimated profit, which was only on the positional side.
Okay. Understand.
But I did not book it.
And then it went down, possibly. I understand. Yes. So my friends, this is a very, very, very valuable information. Now, again, similar sort of thoughts in my mind, that once you know how to enter and exit, that is all right. That is very easy. But the key point is to execute it. Execution is always the key, and it's not very easy. So basically what happens that when a person initiates a trade, a few traders, it can happen, not with all, but few people can get carried away and be emotional with the particular trading stock which they are having in their portfolio currently. So if in case Dhairya Bhai had exited that particular stock, which gave an exit well before the crash started due to the COVID-19 pandemic, he could have made 2 lakh rupees profit, which unfortunately we saw that entire market crashed. I don't think so his stocks could have, unfortunately, would have remained up. So that was, I should say, a learning lesson, that you made money and then it went down. So thankfully that you did not lost any money from your own pocket.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So after learning this particular lesson, what was the next step? Like after the COVID phase went off like April, May, then what was the next step which you took?
Now, what happened was that because of the lockdown, all the businesses were closed down. We were not going to offices. So
Correct.
that was the time when I felt that now it is the right time for me to deploy more of my time, more
Okay.
of my effort into the market, again, getting more active with a very 100% optimistic approach.
Correct.
So at that point of time, I was trading with positional only. Now it was the time when I barged in into options trading.
Options trading. Okay.
Yes. So I started doing options trading as well. So I think I started about in the month of May end when I
Okay.
started aggressively trading with options as well.
Okay.
Positional trading was going on side by side.
Okay.
Options trading, I started in a very aggressive manner. And there was a time in the month of June and July when the market was in a very good trend lines.
Yes.
I had a very good profit.
Yes.
I think I deployed about a sum of 1,30,000 in which I made a profit of 1 lakh rupees
Okay. In options.
in options, only in options.
By
Yes.
buying options, basically.
Yeah, buy option. I never write off options. I only buy options.
All right.
And then there was again a time in the month of August when about the second or the third week of August when the market started giving a choppy movement
Yes.
of
Little bit choppy movements happen. Yes, I
yes.
remember.
So it was about the time of August, mid-August to September end
Mm-hmm.
when I traded with options, and unfortunately I made losses, but the losses were bearable. It was just going out of my profits. There was nothing
It
in
was
terms of capital
okay.
erosion.
Okay. So this was basically a trading drawdown, basically, you can say.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So
Then
at
how did you tackle with that?
honestly, when this happened with me, this happened with my one of my friend, even Kalpesh Bhai, though she must have told you because we both are into constant contact with each other. So then we were forced to think on a side that are we doing any mistakes?
Okay.
Is there any problem with the system, or what is it? Why is it that the same trades which we have traded in the month of June, July, same kind of trades, only the stocks are only the script is different, but we are following all the parameters. Why is it that the trades are not working? So we both then decided to give you a call, and I'm sure
Yes.
you must have remembered that we did a conversation call for about nearly 40 minutes,
Correct. Correct. Correct.
and you really changed our mind thought, our thoughtfulness, that by saying that this is a part and parcel of trading. It
Yes.
happens with any trader. It happens with anybody. There's no way that we can demotivate ourselves.
Correct. Correct. So basically, my friends, what Mr. Dhairya Bhai is trying to share with us that once he went through a phase of positional trading, he made 2 lakhs, and because of his mistake, because trading is something which you learn over time. You would get the system, understanding of the system easily. There are few people in my mentorship group who have been able to generate profit within 15 days and even a month, and possibly very fast. And there are few people who take a little bit of time, but that is absolutely all right. You should go always with your heart, and you should always go with the speed which you have and not try to compare yourself.
Yes.
And basically what happened was, after this phase came where he made money in positional trading, again he lost a bit of that. He did not lose hope, which was a very big thing. I should really be feel proud to have a person like you in my mentorship group. And then he started trading into options. Again, in options, what he saw was a trading drawdown. So trading drawdown basically is a concept where you invest some money from your pocket, you start trading, you manufacture some profits, you generate few profits, and after a profitable streak, little bit of profits are taken away by the market because of the choppy moves. So this is where me, Kalpesh Bhai and Dhairya Bhai, we had a, I think, con call of around 30-40 minutes. And then immediately in the next upcoming mentorship session, I took over the topic of trading drawdown, which I explained to everyone. And then after that, did you come out of that drawdown and you do anything new or not? No, I'm asking you, did you do
Yes,
anything new? Yeah.
definitely. I came out.
Okay. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. You had advised us that meditation is very helpful for any trader.
Okay.
It gives you the strength. It gives you the energy to calm down your mind, that this does
Correct.
happen, because I'm sure
Correct.
any of our fellow mates who are into our group, they must be feeling the same which I had felt in those days.
Yes.
So I was also meditating, but to boost myself that if this market takes away money from me, then it is only going to be this market which will give me my money back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So apart from meditation, I am not much into deep meditation. Uh,
Okay,
Whenever I go to sleep at night, I always used to hear inspirational music,
that's nice. That's very
which was
nice.
giving me the inner energy for me to, that I need to go back in this war front. I need to give it all on my front. And I am sure that this will give me my returns back. This will give my efforts back. This will give the reward. This will give the risk reward, which I am taking on my front.
Correct. And I think you also ventured into futures trading and you
Yes.
started making money in futures trading also, correct?
Yeah, I also started trading into futures.
Hmm.
So far, so good. I had a really good time enjoying my futures and options. Now, today, the position is that even if I am losing, it may be a trade in future, it may be a trade in option. But now I'm ready to accept my loss. I am ready to book my loss. But this was not me earlier.
Correct.
I remember my first trade in the month of May into options
Hmm.
was 2, 3 trades when I lost just a mere sum of about 4,000 rupees.
Okay.
And you had clearly told us that options is 40% profit, 40% loss. One is
Yeah,
to
1:1 in the initial. If you have one lot, if you have second
yes,
lot, then you can book at the
yeah,
80%
yeah.
mark.
So I
Yeah,
did not even wait Vishal bhai for even 40%. I booked my loss only in 25%.
correct.
And
So
that
correct,
is only an amount of 4,000, but I could not withstand that.
correct, correct, correct,
I could
correct.
not, I was so much disturbed. And today, after I think about a span of 5, 6 months, today it is a
Hmm.
complete different in me. My confidence level has really boosted up.
Very good.
And I have always followed what you keep on saying in every session, that don't force yourself into trades.
Correct, 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 correct. I understand.
Even when I see that the market is uptrending, unless and until I don't see that the trade is not executed into the options chart, whether it may be just 5, 6 rupees away, but I will not take that trade.
Correct. Now, this is a very, very big point, I think, which Mr. Dhairya has told that what is the difference between a person who has no knowledge for technical analysis? Obviously, he cannot be successful trader. Then comes a person who knows technical analysis but lacks mind management, and he doesn't understand that I've learned all the things and I have a very good system. This person also has a very good system which is backed by strong and robust technical analysis, but still he's making money. Again, he's losing money and eventually he blows up his account. And Mr. C, the third person, is a person that possibly is trading. He's meditating. He's taking care of the mind management. Why? Because we are in an environment, we are in a business where we are taking calculated risks, and we are in a very fast environment where basically whenever price moves up and down very fast, especially in options, stress is going to be evolved. It will give you some hormones called cortisols, which are going to throw some sort of more stress into your bloodstream. So it is very, very important for a trader to meditate, to be calm. And one more thing which Dhairya shared with us was listening to inspirational music. This is very important. Dhairya, even I do. But what I do is I basically listen to positive affirmations, which I have also shared with Kalpesh Bhai. And I also listen to it just before going to sleep in the night. And my friends, this helps a lot. Why? Because just before 15-20 minutes when we go to sleep, our possibly you can say subconscious mind is extremely active, and that is the time. And in the morning, if you can listen to these positive affirmations or inspirational music, then it is going to impact your trading in a very, very positive way. Trust me. All right.
Yes.
Now, today, I think you also have some open positions. Are you
Yeah,
making?
today I'm also long in my positional trades. Like particularly if I can just give one example. Like I had bought Tata LXC.
Mhm.
I think somewhere in the month of April. I just don't remember the exact date, but the buy trigger was executed at around 825 levels.
Okay.
Today the stock price had already crossed 1700 levels,
Okay.
but I'm still long on it.
All right. All right. So
So
how much is the open profit which you have not booked is on the table right now?
about 1.5 lakhs.
So you mean to say 3,75,000 is the profit which you have booked, and plus you have 1.5 which you have not booked, but it is still there
Yes,
in your account. Correct.
yes, yes, yes.
And I think recently you shared a thought from your side. I think in the last to last phone call, probably you said that I was never knowing that I could generate such sort of return in the stock market. So if
Yeah,
this
like,
carries on for a little bit longer, maybe 1 year or maybe 2 years, then you might give it a thought. Then why not become a full-time trader?
yeah, because after seeing the confidence in myself, like when I used to take trades earlier, when I started options, uh,
Okay,
I still remember I used to have nightmares
okay,
when I'm holding a trade, when I'm open, when I'm long on when I'm long on a trade.
okay.
You could not. I used to, I really could not sleep well. I had these nightmares coming up. I used to stay awake at the, in the middle of in the middle of the night. I would be wide awake. That what is the market going to be tomorrow? What will
Hmm.
happen? What if the trade goes negative? What this? What that? There are a number of questions. But today there are no questions in my mind. I only know that I need to trust the system.
Correct.
I need to follow the system, nothing apart from out of the system. But today, I don't hear any kind of noises, be it anybody on the board of directors desk from a company is coming to me and saying that thereby this is 100 rupees share and it's going to be 1,000. I won't buy it.
Correct. Correct.
If my
Correct.
system is going to show a buy, I will definitely buy. So this question of me going into full-time pro trading is definitely, I'm into that thought process
Hmm.
that I want to
Obviously,
develop.
you will do it with as soon as the result. Like today, you have made 3.75 plus you have 1.5
Yeah,
left open on the table. Like when this figure grows in the next 1 year, 1.5 year, then possibly it will come in your mind that you should become a full-time trader.
yeah, yeah.
So this is a very important point, my friends. I have seen few people off lately because I interact with a lot of people on Twitter. I have seen off lately few people who probably asked me, how should I become a full-time trader? I'm doing a job. So should I leave my job and then jump into trading full-time? Should I leave my family business? Should I jump into trading full-time? The answer is no. Because, being successful at anything, whether it is trading, your family business, your job, whether you're a sportsman or anything, it takes time. It happens over a period of time. Nothing is going to happen like this. There are few exceptions in my workshop, as I told you in this particular video. Yes, there are few exceptions, but we should not be overconfident and we should give it time. There will be little bit hiccups all the way, but my support to all of my students is always there via mentorship sessions, and at times we have con calls also. So if someone is thinking to become a full-time trader, first you should learn how to trade, and then eventually with time you should see how your progress is growing. If it is getting hampered somewhere, then you should probably see where you are lacking, what mistakes are you doing, and once you find out that, try to rectify your mistakes, move ahead, make money, try to see your performance in the next 1 year, 1.5 year, 2 years, and then when you can see a sizable performance where it can take care of your household expenses and much more than that, then possibly that is the right time. That is the time you can go and hit the button and you can say, now I'm ready for full-time trading. All
Yeah,
right.
I would just
So
like to share one thought, Vishal bhai,
yeah,
and this was basically for all my fellow mates, that earning profits and incurring losses. This is going to happen at each and every day, at each and every trade, whatever you trade. But that will be the main time when you need to trust the system. You need to trust your mentor. You need to trust your system.
correct.
If there is a question mark over there,
Mm,
and there is no full stop, you need to have a full stop in
absolutely.
mind, that my
Absolutely.
trust is my full stop, my mentor is my full stop, and my
Yes.
system is my full stop. That
And
is
that
the target.
will eventually come with possibly mind management by meditation. Correct.
Yes, yes,
Correct.
definitely.
Correct. There is where you are. All right. So thank you so much, Dhairya bhai, for sharing all the nuggets with my viewers. I wish you all the best. And I hope next time when you come on this particular series, you try to share some even more better performance. All right.
And thank you so
Thank
much,
you
Mr. Bhai,
and
for
all the
standing.
best.
And thank you so much for standing with us in each and every part, wherever we have doubts. And it is you, because of you, who have, we have gained confidence in ourselves. I still remember your first statement in our first conversation on phone. I am sure you must not. I mean, you won't remember because you are interacting with so many people. You told me that if I am ready for a commitment, then you are ready to guarantee my commitment. That was
I
your
understand.
statement. I
Ah,
commit towards
right.
your success. That was something you had told me.
Yes, yes. That is what I normally tell my students, that I commit myself towards your success. So that I am committed. If you are committed, then results will come. It is as simple as that.
Yes.
Correct. So
Yes.
all the best for
Thank
your
you.
trading career. And in the next possible interview, whenever you come up, I hope that you come up even with a bigger profit. All right.
Thank you so
All
much for
right.
the blessings.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye, sir. Have a nice day.